Good morning, everybody. Hotep love. Honestly, it is too early in the morning to be talking to Madam President. But I'm going to tell you like this why the Amin Ra squad is completely wrong on this topic. Look, you didn't beat Sadie. You didn't beat Young Pharaoh, okay? Young Pharaoh has got it going on, all right? I love to tell you that, look, ancient Kemet has existed for a long time, ever since Native Americans first came into existence. And uh, alchemy is in existence in it. Okay? So, like, um, it exists in Germany too. When I was a little girl and I first started school, mind you, I started public school at the age of 2 when most people start at the age of 5 over here in the United States. I started public school at the age of 2 because I was potty trained. So let me explain this the best way I can without starting a really big argument between my boys, okay? Um, Amin Ra, you, wherever you are at, Amin Ra squad, y'all were fake. Y'all did fake it. The way that you do Amin Ra is not correct. I was there. You did not pay Amin Ra or any respect to no great ancestor. Not one. So when I say things like, you're a smart alecky ass, like, shut your smart alecky ass up. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying things like that since I was born. And that's how I was taught to refer to it. Now it's called alchemy. The real term for it is alchemy. There's different types of alchemy. But this one that we're talking about in this particular show is a smart alecky alchemy. And since the Holy Bible says the word ass, okay, in the Song of Solomon, Amin Ra, I'm going to call you a king, all right? A smart alecky ass king. That's what you are. You a smart ass. A smart alecky ass king. You got smart ass alchemy in your body, okay? So I know sometimes the group, we all talk about sex and different forms of sex, but there's some spirits that I just cannot take. And I know for a fact right now, and I've been knowing, Sadie knows, my General Sadie, and young Pharaoh knows. I cannot take a smart alecky ass too much. First off, a smart alecky ass person gives the whole group a headache. Okay? You don't have to practice voodoo, hoodoo, or any of that to know, just know that it existed in ancient Kemet. Okay? Because it did. I'm here. I'm the proof. Seti is on the map where he's at. He's the proof. All right, young Pharaoh. I saw the youngin in the back, young king in the back, that was telling you about different types of elements too. So you got 1, 2, 3. I make 4 people who have told you that it does, and I'm explaining to you like this. There is a Native American flyer that I found when I was here in PA. And there is American history that you will not find in the textbooks. Look, I'm going to show it to you like this. See? See right here? American history that you will not find in the textbooks. The American history you will not find in the textbooks. Okay? Smart alecky alchemy. All right? Now, it does exist in ancient Kemet. I've known about ancient Kemet since I was a little girl. And just because me or any of my gods or goddesses know how to do voodoo, woodoo, hoodoo, occult practices, don't mean we use it. Okay? But I tell you what, when it comes to a debate like this and you're messing with mine, I have to come in. All right? Because I have to check you. All right? So please calm down. All right? It's not your fault if you did not know. But you've had 1, 2, 3, I make 4 who have told you. Okay? So if you had this question about knowledge and about education from the beginning, ask the question when you get the answer and you've gotten it verified 1, 2, 3, 4 times, the answer is correct. Okay? All right? So in the spiritual realm, it does exist, okay? Native Americans were the first group of people who were here, okay? First group of people. You can go down whatever timeline it is that the moderator said that you want to go down the timeline. I don't know what you're looking at or what timeline you're looking at, because honestly, there's different timelines. You got AC, you got BC, you got millennium, you got all kind of different types of timelines. Not to mention in Islam, you have is it the hijab? I can't think of it right now, but the hijab calendar. So they have a whole totally different type of calendar. Okay, so by my religion being Ma'at, I'm taking the time out to explain this to you, my king, so that you leave the great God alone. All right? Please don't fuck with mine. I'm tired of telling you and your boys not to fuck with mine. You impolite have fucked with mine too much. All right? You give the young God a headache. You give him a headache, and he is on his way to being a scholar, because this stuff has existed before we even came into existence. You know, I thank another God. I thank Allah for telling me, all right, that for letting me know that there's this issue going on, all right, and Allah taught me a great deal, all right. I was very young when I got to go to Mecca in a whole nother country, and I've atoned more than once in DC. All right, more than once. So I'm trying to stop the argument, because it's going on and on and on. You're on each other's pages talking smack about each other, and it doesn't make the crew look good. It makes y'all look like a bunch of I don't want to call you no names, but you know what I'm saying? It just makes you look bad. Amin Ra, the only name I'ma call you is King of the Smart Aliki ass motherfuckers. That's it. Like, that's it. That's all I can really call you. Because you a smart Aliki ass. You got smart Aliki ass alchemy. Okay? So when it comes to the Holy Bible and you're interpreting it, if you ever read it, alchemy even exists in the Holy Bible. So even white folks know what you're talking about when you go to them and say, you a smart alecky ass. You know what I'm saying? Them German people used to tell me that when I was in preschool, elementary. I tell you a smart alecky ass, because I always passed. Always passed. Learned it, moved on. You see what I'm saying? So they used to call me a little smart ass. Okay? That's what they call me, little smart ass. My teachers didn't use the words alchemy. But my godmother, who really is German, used to call me a little smart alecky ass sometimes when I was back talking her. But we would always talk it out, work it out, and she would tell me what it was, and I remember what she told me. Now that was my German godmother, okay? So to kill the whole debate, I'm letting you know, just like young Pharaoh let you know, Amin Ra, just like General Seti let you know, Amin Ra, All right, that it does exist in ancient Kemet. Okay, it does exist. Now, just because I know how to use it, like I said, doesn't mean I do. All right, but since the debate was on that, and it seems like y'all got very intense, I'm coming in because I want to explain my part. No God does nothing without his goddess. And the best person in the group was Sarah Seti because he didn't have to say nothing. Young Pharaoh came in and told you himself, Amen Ra. Now I done checked polite. Now I done checked you, Amen Ra. All right? Please leave General Seti alone. Let him do his thing. He's doing it. He's teaching the youth. He's on his way to being a scholar. Now, if he don't want you with him, Amun Ra, because you give him a headache, like you really giving me just by watching the film, because I know you wrong, then you just need to step back. You know what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump said, like they say on the radio here in Pittsburgh, PA, get the fuck out of here with your smart alecky ass. Just like, get the fuck out of there. Get away from mine. Like, leave mine alone. Just leave him to me. Because you arguing about nothing. All right? I disproved the whole theory of evolution in college. There's a lot of psychologies that were written by the European people that were incorrect. Okay? So I love the whole topic. And that's why I love to watch the show. I love to watch the show. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. You just flat out wrong. You can either be correct or you can either be wrong. All right? There's no in between or up the middle. You're either right or you're wrong. You know that when you go to school, you're either right or you're wrong. Some tests aren't graded on a curve. You understand what I'm saying? And this debate is not graded on a curve. All right? You're either right or you're wrong. All right? So you're wrong, Amen Ra. So when you do Amen Ra, you either need to let Sati or you need to let me show you how to do it properly. Because the way you were doing it to the other kings that were out there in Dallas, Texas, you were wrong. If you do not pay honor and show love to a great God or a prophet, the way you're doing it is wrong. You're the one that don't have any spirituality. So that's why Pharaoh was right when he said our spirituality realm is disconnected from you. Okay, Amen Ra? Our spirituality realm is disconnected from you. All right? It's just the way that it is. We done told you repeatedly. All right, Amen Ra? BPC for life. For life. And may you be blessed and living as the world rotates. And remember, just because we know it, don't mean we use it. Just because Sarah Susan said he read certain books that has certain wisdom in it, don't mean we use it. But we know about it. All right? So that's the knowledge. All right? We know about it. All right? And there's some people that we will not be able to teach because if we teach them, they can use it in the wrong way. All right? And that's the main thing. We don't want to teach somebody how to do voodoo, woodoo, hoodoo, and they don't know what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? If they don't know what they're doing, then it's an issue. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no point in even trying to teach you if you're going to come back and use it in a retaliating type of way. All right? It's not good. It's not good. All right? So, like I said, just because I know how to use it, don't mean that I do. But when it comes time to break it down and explain it to my young gods and goddesses who are paying attention to the knowledge, I have to step in because sometimes they don't even know what to say because we have smart alecky ass people, kings and queens on the mic like that who think they know what they talking about with their smart alecky ass mouths, but they don't. All right? So, be blessed and living as the world rotates. And it's too early in the morning to be bugging Madam President Octavia Wells Obama about that mess. All right? Now that you done got the answer, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Move on, because you know what I'm saying? We got young scholars. We got young people out there that want a scholarship and all of that. All right? Now, my alarm just went off to go to work, and I hope you get this message. Be blessed and living as the world rotates, and enjoy the 21st century.